On a desolate peak, beneath a pale sun, one man faces a silent judgment that could change everything, or nothing. In a world where shadows lengthen beneath a pale sun, a man climbs a seemingly endless mountain. It is no ordinary mountain, but a colossal formation that rises alone on the horizon, its peaks lost in the mist. The climber, his face weathered by years of facing nature, advances with determination. But it is not only the height that challenges him, but the weight of a mission that has consumed him for a long time. It is said that at the top of that mountain lives a mythical creature, an ancient and powerful entity that has existed since before humanity conceived the concepts of good and evil. This being, indifferent to human morality, is beyond ordinary understanding. However, the climber has come with a purpose, to try to explain the inexplicable, to impart to this being the understanding of what humans call good and evil. With each step, with each rock that his hands grasp, the man reflects. How can one translate what is essentially human into something that has no need for such distinctions? How can one explain that what is good for some may be evil for others? The freezing wind howls in his ears, as if the mountain itself were mocking his impossible mission. Good and evil, he thinks, are constructs, ideas that humans created to give meaning to their actions, to justify the unjustifiable, to find solace in desolation. But he knows that this explanation, even if it could be understood, would have no value to the creature at the summit, who has seen the endless cycle of birth, life, and death without judgment or partiality. As he nears the summit, the air grows thinner, and the climber feels ever smaller, more insignificant. He knows that he is on the verge of facing something that transcends his understanding. And with that realization, an insidious doubt arises. What if in trying to explain human morality, he not only fails, but also reveals the true triviality of his beliefs? Finally, he reaches the top, where the creature awaits him, motionless and majestic, with eyes that reflect eternity. The entity's gaze pierces the man, stripping him of his fears and his certainties, leaving him exposed to the immensity of what lies beyond human morality. At that moment, the climber realizes something crucial. There are no words that can encapsulate what good or evil is in a being who has seen eternity. He feels the abyss opening beneath his feet, not in the mountain, but in his mind. The creature does not need to understand good or evil, because he has seen the end of all things, where those concepts dissolve into nothingness. The silence lengthens, and in that eternal instant, the man understands that he has been judged, not for his attempt to explain the inexplicable, but for his audacity in believing that those concepts mattered at all. The judgment is reflected in the creature's impassive gaze, and the climber finally understands the futility of his mission. The echo of that understanding spreads across the mountain, resonating in the vast wilderness. What judgment has been meted out? What fate awaits the man now? That answer hangs in the air, lost in the eternal mists, leaving a shadow in the mind of the listener, a shadow that hints that perhaps good and evil were never more than illusions created to protect us from a void that the climber has now glimpsed and can never escape. Sometimes, in our quest to make sense of life, we are faced with the uncomfortable truth that our deepest beliefs may not have universal meaning. Good and evil are concepts that help us navigate our existence, but when faced with the infinite, We must remember that there are forces in the universe that transcend our notions, and that true wisdom lies in the humility of accepting what we cannot understand.